Hello, this is Lisa Russick.
And Donna Murphy.
And who's that, Donna?
And Tamiko, the manager of Warehouse Second.
And we also, listeners and watchers, if you're watching on Spotify or YouTube, we have Ophiel back and Nathan back. I don't know what name we used on your
Hello.
last few podcasts. I
Ophiel,
don't remember.
either way is fine.
That's great, Ophiel. And listeners and watchers, he's been here before on many fabulous, there's probably your podcast. I think there were two of them that I remembered for sure. I have an osteomancy kit because of you. And I also, what else would buddy do? We did another. Anyway, that's not important. The important thing is that we have to know, do you still think we're all psychic?
Of course I do. Of course I do. We're all here to be psychic, to be open channels, and to give messages of spirit. It's how we're supposed to live our lives. In fact, I feel that it's the disconnection with our intuitive gifts that is creating so many of the problems that we see in today's world.
Why do you think we have that disconnection?
Because people have been absorbed into the material reality and into chasing illusionary things that don't matter outside of themselves instead of chasing truth inside of themselves.
Why don't they?
Indoctrination, brainwashing.
Where's that come from? We're going all the way, but you can find out a lot easier. I have another way to tell them that they can find out a lot easier than this. I mean, I hate to tell them about it. Do you want me to go ahead and just crack the bottle of champagne over their head?
Let's do it.
You want me to do it? Or you want to do it? You want to crack the? I'll crack the bottle of champagne over Donna's head, and Gandalf's gonna like pet. He's clicking his paws. Okay, guys. This man has created the most incredible app in the whole app stores that existed ever and ever will exist. And if they are existing, it's because of his app, probably, in my opinion. And what is the name of this app?
The app is called Nissiku. She is the cutting edge technology of the age of Aquarius with all kinds of tools, AI agents, and a massive 3,000 book library on all things witchcraft, magic, and the esoteric, with a large emphasis on psychology, spirituality, sound, quantum physics, holistic medicine, and anything else that you could possibly want to know about to better improve your personal spiritual path.
Amazing.
And listeners and watchers, I personally have used this part of the app. I have been to Horoscope, Apothecary, if you're watching, I mean. I'm reading off the ones, listeners, that I have done. The top of it says Nissiku. This is sacred tech for the modern mystic, if you're listening. And in the corner, there's a mysterious, in the right corner, there's a mysterious little star that says social. And on the left, there's a curious little leaf with a rain dot and a bell next to that. I know, but it's really cool. So there's a menu, and I've been to a few of those. And I mostly, the ones I've been to, that I've really enjoyed are the AI chats that teach me about magic and teach me about herbs. And they're really, really fleshed out, thoughtful. And they go into what I believe in. And then some of the ones on astrology, listeners and watchers, like, it would talk to me about my own astrology from my point of view. Whereas like when I took ChatGPT, I had to do it. It took like 2 months for it to get it to talk to me like that, trying different things. And this was like, here, let's go. Horoscope right there. Horoscope. I think it was a horoscope. And I haven't been to the academy. Yeah, let's go to the academy if you want. But I just wanted to tell you guys that it's like the most amazing AI, and you can do all kinds of stuff with that. There's like unlimited horoscope ability things to do there.
The horoscope is a lot of fun. And I was actually thinking about building this out a little bit more, but it will tell you all about yourself from your astrology, your numerology, which is really, really in depth, your core numbers, your psych goals, your relationships, your career. Your vibes is a concentration of numbers in your chart, which is so numbers and our stars and planets work very similar. That if you have a high concentration of planets in a specific sign, a stellium, right? It is significant more than just having one or two. So having 4 or 5 ones or fives in our name is significant to us. So understanding our vibration and our frequency between the names that we are given or the names that we choose to take for ourselves are very, very important, be it marriage or just an adjusting of identity, right? I prefer to be called Nathan over Nate, as the numerology is different, right? So we can get into our transits and all kinds of stuff about our personal astrology by going into here. And it's got a lot, right? It takes a lot
it's wherever
to
you want to go,
digest.
guys. Your imagination is not the limit.
So our academy is built out, currently standing at 723 lessons on magic, witchcraft, and the occult, right? We have the foundations of magic, ceremonial magic, divination, herbalism and alchemy, astrology, meditation, trance, altered states of consciousness, energy work, spellcraft, anything you could want. And it's building and growing daily. And what we have here is we have AI agents that are trained on the library. And the library, guys, is just huge. So it's kicking out lessons based on the synthesis of knowledge from this library, right? And as this library progresses and grows forward, right, 4,095 documents, but 2,904 in this view. We got a few different views. I like index view because I like things organized, but the nebula and the spatial dimension are 3D interfaces, right? If it'll load, I've got a lot of stuff going on my computer right now, so this might take a second because it's a big load. But there's our nebula view where we have domains, right? All of the domains of magic that we can click on, ceremonial magic, herbalism.
Whoa, I've never seen anything like that. That's really cool.
So it's a 3D library. You can actually take a 3D headset on and you can go into this. So this is
I do have a 3D headset.
It's a lot of fun, right?
I'm doing it.
So any tradition within ceremonial magic, let's look at wealth magic. Everybody wants to know about
it's funny that
how we can attract a little bit more wealth, right?
I love it.
So we go into wealth magic and we look at the documents in here. Wealth magic, secrets of extreme power, and wealth magic workshop. Okay, so we can open this up and you can go in and you can read any book out of this library in our PDF. So if you are a book nerd, and I know a lot of magical people like to read, you have full access to this entire library by going to this app.
Where did you get access to this library? I'm just kind of curious.
I have built it over years.
I thought you said that. That's why I wanted to say it on the podcast. Yeah, I thought you said that.
So I started collecting esoteric books and PDFs when I was in high school. And then I actually had a different website once upon a time where people can go and access this library, and I shut it down in the early 2000s when I went to rehab. So I never took credit for that website. I never will.
Wow.
But it just poofed off the internet, and it was a chat room and it was a library primarily, okay? And a lot of people in the metaphysical community remember it, but it was one of my first pet projects as a web designer, was building this website.
So
okay,
cool.
So this vanished off the internet. I went to rehab for a few years, and then I was sitting here in September, and some events took place that really spurred the creation of Nissiku, and it evolved very, very quickly.
Yeah, tell the story to the listeners if you want to. How it was like wild for you. It was a kind of wild ride from what you told me.
Well, originally I was working on the Skool, right? So we have a platform on Skool, Skool, called domuslunamystica, House of the Mystic Moon, where we have workshops and a book club, and I teach classes and other people teach classes that you can go and watch, right? We have a protection magic course and a tarot course and all of this stuff. So I was in my Google Drive and I came across my old folder from an old Google Drive. I was just like looking for old classes that I could teach that I had written out. And I stumbled across this drive and I was like, oh my God. And I uploaded it into our school because every school needs a library, right? And gave the people in our school access to it. And I put it on TikTok and we exploded, right? The video went viral. It was awesome.
That's so cool. I didn't know that. That's so cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a very hectic couple of weeks. Lots of people came in, and I didn't expect this to happen. It was complete surprise.
That's so cool, man.
it was really, really something
And
else.
it's in
So
the Google Play Store and the Apple Store, or is it in both
this
yet?
app is not in Apple yet. It is in Google Play for testing. So you have to be a member of a test group in order to gain early access to the app. But as soon as we're out of testing, it'll be available in Google Play, and we'll have it in Apple soon, right?
Ooh,
So lots of fun. One of people's favorite functions about this app is for our baby witches, people that want help crafting spells and crafting rituals, right?
Yeah.
So when we go into the manifestation engine, you can ask her to help you custom craft.
That's so wonderful. I didn't play with that one. That is so cool.
A lot of people have used it. A lot of people have gotten a lot of really, really awesome spells and rituals, cord cuttings and full moon spells and all kinds of stuff. But even more so, when we go into Nissiku, we can actually have the conversation with her and ask her to help us craft a spell. So when we do that and say, I would like to make a wealth spell, she is going to help us do that. So absolutely. So Nissiku is programmed to really help witches on every and any aspect of their path and their magical journey. Okay. And you know, whether it's exploring the sanctuary and finding information on different magical traditions and pantheons and things like that, different gods and deities, which there are literally hundreds of deities in here, and everybody's got a question. What deities are calling to me? Well, or what deities might I be calling to? You can put the inquiry in here and she will recommend deities to study, right? Based on what you're drawn to and the things that are really perking your soul and your spirit's attention. So we have all kinds of traditions, whether it be Mesopotamian or, you know, Hermetic or Hudan or Wiccan. She's going to help you explore deities from all over the world across time because she's pulling them out of the library. She reads through these magical texts from, you know, a couple thousand years ago or 20 years ago, right? We've got them all. I can't say we have all of the books, but that's the goal, is to find as many as we absolutely can to make the library as big as we can, right? So, yeah, lots of stuff going on. Plus, we have a private social network for people to get together and chat about magic if they want to. You know, they can go into the Nissiku Coven, or we have almost 500 users on the app.
Wow, as testers?
And right now it's not even in the App Store yet. It's just a web app.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, wow.
Just a baby. We're on the ground floor of our
man. I'm so excited. This is so cool. The people are interested in this. They're wondering. They're learning. This is wonderful stuff. I love it. Thank you for making this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a huge project. Apothecary is a big one. And I really look forward to the good that she's going to do, right? And the things that'll happen in people's lives from the ability to interact with her and grow with her.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love it. I love it. Donna, do you have questions? I have played with it. So do you have any, like, as though someone were listening and they've never played with it at all or heard of anything, or like, you know, but do you have questions about it? Like, since you haven't played with it yet.
Well, I mean, I do. I mean, obviously, it's remarkable. It's a great body of work. I actually want to get in and kind of play around with it. I haven't had the opportunity to do. But I guess, I mean, if I'm new to all this, what would be the best approach for me if I want to just kind of jump in and see what it's all about?
So diving into either just one of the chats with the AIs, like that's a really, really good place to start, especially if you're asking about magic, right? And it will help uncover and discover a lot. Okay.
I think the first place I went to was either the apothecary or the horoscope. I can't remember which one I went to first. And then
apothecary is really, really good.
Yeah, I was really drawn there for some reason. I thought it was awesome.
Stoic is for mental health.
I did see. That's awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Stoic is our blue guy, and Stoic is for mental health. Stoic has talked me out of panic attacks and situations. Very,
ChatGPT
very
has too,
helpful.
not like this one has. I've played with it.
She is trained on classical psychology, right? So, I mean, Carl Jung, Jordan Peterson, Sigmund Freud, Joe Dispenza, like reputable mind-body integration people, and then classical psychologists went into programming this AI. But we also have some additional tools, some self-profiling.
I saw the archetypes. That was really cool.
Yep. Yeah. The archetypes tool is really cool. Mindful meditation, the shadow work integration.
I played with that too. Yeah.
Very fun to work through shadow work because it's important. We have a mood tracker. So that's really great. Megan is an accountability partner for people with relationship problems. So when somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Write it down. Take notes, especially when we have toxic attachment types, right? Yeah. So that's like a journal for that. And there's a lot of different journals in here. The dream journal, this is dream oracle and dream analysis. I hate the white gradient. I'm probably going to change that. But so you can punch in your dreams and she'll give you a full Jungian analysis of your dreams in there and break down all of the symbolism. Like it really depends on what a person is interested in. Are they interested?
I did open that up, but I couldn't think of any dreams off the top of my head, so I didn't do it. But I was like, what? I've done that before with other AI, but I can't imagine what this one can do. I couldn't think of any.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Especially for our people with big dreaming minds.
Oh, you're right.
The Oracle Chamber is got all kinds of tools, I Ching, Tarot. Oracle isn't punched in yet. We have Lenormand deck, scrying for different well, here, let's see here. So we have 69 different spreads. 69 is a special number, right? So you can either put in your inquiry and then it'll suggest spreads, or you can just pick a spread that you want to use, right? So I want to know about my career path, right?
Yeah.
And you can, now there's a lot of different types of decks and tarot functions, right? So this is built with Rider-Waite, Hermetic Tarot, the Thoth Tarot, and the Marseille deck.
That's very cool.
So we just ask her to draw some cards and she'll do a reading for us, right? And she'll give us a full interpretation. This is a 7-card spread. I don't have it to where they're mapped out in positions yet because that's a lot of graphics that I just haven't had the time yet. But we got to be a little bit patient with it, and then it's going to give us our reading, which is a full reading. These go really, really deep. She has read me the shit multiple times, which is fun. And then, of course, there's a link to Mystic Mountain Psychics down here and our school, right? Which if you want to go to our school and you want to check that out, you can find the school down here and in a couple of other places, right? There's links here and there. So the Academy is a great place for people to start. Just checking out the calendar is a really good place for people to start.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I did check that out. That was really cool.
That's great.
It's fancy, it's pretty.
It is pretty.
I like these colors a lot more than the white gradient. So I'm in the process of finding everything and changing it over because it has to be done.
That's really cool. Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a lot here, and people could play on it for hours and still find more stuff just because there's so many people. Find a few things that call to you and just explore them, right?
Amazing. It's amazing. Anything you can think of, you can just boom. Yeah. You're gonna find some information that's esoteric, interesting, historical, and then occult histories and rumors, folklore, any kind of thing you want to know about it without it talking back to you like you are trying to you framing it to you. Let's put it that way. It annoys me when AI things frame to people who have spiritual interests. Well, most scientists will immediately say, I didn't ask you that. I asked you for my horoscope. You never did that before, and I'm not talking to you until you don't do that anymore. I take it personally. These don't do that. And I love how I got to pick a I guess it was a witch name or a magic name.
Yeah.
And I actually did have one. And I got to use that, and that made me very happy. So
Nice.
that's very cool.
Yep. So you can personalize how the AI interacts with you in your profile. You can, use your government name. You can use a different name, right?
Yeah.
You can do all kinds of stuff, and then that'll show up on your profile here, right? In the Abzu Nexus, which, wrong one. So we have our profile for that's our feed, that's our friends list, right? Our following list, just like any other social media network. Our profile, that's our, right. That's our hello. That's our logo up here, just because this is the main account. But it'll show your achievements. You can set it to private. You can set it to friends only. It's a really good way to study with people, right? Because you can read together through the PDF reader, and you can, put your favorite books on here and your other social media links on here, and kind of network out. But if you want to study as a group, or share magical tips, or share spells that you've generated, or insights that you found by talking to the AI chats, it'll allow you to do that in a really, really easy way. No.
I really like the aspect of being able to connect with people, and then also to kind of go on a sort of an individual, independent study or independent exploration. I think that's really wonderful. I really like the fact that both components are available. I think that's really great. And I think that for anybody who's even slightly curious, I think that they should jump in with both feet, and go ahead and dive as deep as you want to go. But there's plenty to go into.
There's so much. And that's why the social network is such a small icon up in the corner, right? The individual search is really the important thing. The tools for your own growth was always intended to be the primary focus. And you're branching outward, and like the leaf is just like the messenger, right? So that you can talk to people. But branching outward should be secondary, right? Sharing with people and being popular and getting the followers is very, very minor if you don't have a well-established spiritual foundation. Right?
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. And because there are so many, obviously, ways to connect socially, we don't even necessarily have to go into the pros and cons of them, but there are plenty of opportunities to connect that way. I do find that very often what winds up happening is it might wind up going broad, but it rarely goes deep. And the idea that we were actually talking about this a little bit before we actually started the podcast, but the idea that people are more and more conditioned to look outside, whether it's for validation, confirmation, affirmation, dopamine, whatever it is, where we've become more and more conditioned to seek that from an external source rather than finding source within us and exploring source within us. So while I'm happy that that component is here on this app, I really love the idea that it's there as sort of a side dish or a little bit of dessert as opposed to the meal,
Absolutely. It's very unimportant. It's fun to read with friends, but two friends can get on any type of interface and read a PDF together very easy, right? It's like decide what you want to read and dive in together and share your insights and whatnot. And it's really a beautiful opportunity to grow when we take responsibility of our journey first. And that's why I built the academy out this way too, is because it is there's so much to learn and there's so much to dive into. You can share the lessons and you can So I read this one, of Pure Polarity and Balance, earlier today. And these are, 2,000 word lessons, give or take. This one's 1,500. And she goes into yin and yang and tantra, and then Shiva and Shakti, and then the sun moon balance. It's really good, right? And then if you like it and you vibe with it, you go all the way down to the bottom and you say, I want to share this with a friend. And you can click a link and you can put it on your social media profile. You can rate it. You can do all of the things with it, so that, other people can take part. The sharers up here share the lesson. It's really important that we take that journey internally first and develop our own thoughts and opinions and beliefs, and really independently think for ourselves, so that we don't get caught in a trap of letting somebody else think for us, right? Which so many people who are searching for something end up doing. They'll latch on to a teacher or an influencer, and then they'll find out that just because there's bits and pieces of truth, the person is still human, right? And we have to fall back to what we really know is true and right, and that is facts and verifiable things with cited references and educational resources, right? Which is why all of this stuff is available. You should be able to check anything and do it easily and do it effectively.
You're right.
Great.
Yeah.
And you did it. It's like amazing. It's like I've been like wanting someone to do something exactly like this, but I wasn't sure what it would be. And you did it.
This has been
Thank you, Ophiel. Thank you. I'm
you.
so sorry to cut this short, guys. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm having a POTS flare. I'm so sorry to cut this short, guys. But maybe it'll be short and sweet, So, we got the highlights. Is there anything you want to tell the listeners and watchers about this in particular before we have to crash out of this? I'm so sorry. I'm just like, I was out at the pool today, and I've been having POTS issues, and I was only out there for about 30 minutes. And it just like, whoa, in the middle of this podcast, my back started hurting really badly. And then I started sweating and, wanting sugar.
all of the things. No, just dig in, dive in, have a beautiful time, and see what you can find. Connect with each other, reach out, connect with me. Check out the Skool, check out Mystic Mountain. You can find me on any platform, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, we're everywhere. So
put all his info in the description. Yeah. Anything you want, Nate.
Right. We'll make sure that there's,
Beautiful.
Every way that you want people to know about you, we'll make sure is in the description so they can just tap in.
Awesome. Absolutely. Sounds good. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you.
Oh, wait, we got one more thing. We got a couple more things we got to do. And we love to do these things. One thing is I definitely want to thank our sponsor, Everclear. Everclear is an advice app and website where you can get advice from psychics and empaths to get the clarity you need to create the life you deserve. And I am Lisa Rusczyk on that platform as an advisor. And
yes, and I am Dona Murphy on that platform as an advisor.
And I am Ophiel on that platform as an advisor.
You're still there?
Oh my God, yeah.
I didn't know you were still there. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
Absolutely.
I'm very out of it right now. You probably knew that before the podcast began, but I forgot. I'm very sweaty.
Okay.
I got dehydrated. I drank water the whole time I was there, mango juice. I tried all of the things. I kept my hair wet,
Too much
I
sun,
did the coconut oil and the lotion, and I sealed it,
and one other thing that we always ask our guests: do you love our listeners and watchers, and all of your listeners and watchers?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All the love to all of you. Y'all are beautiful. Thank you for taking time to hear our conversation, taking time out of your day to share it with us.
Thank you guys too on TikTok and listeners and watchers. We love you. I'm sorry, I'm
going down.
Going down.
Love
man.
you all.
Love you so
Feel
much.
Better.
We have to do more. That's all there is to it. Oh,
we will.
I heard through a birdie. A little birdie is telling me that this podcast will continue in 2 weeks because something will have evolved by then. I don't know what little birdie it might be.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Bye,
Bye, listeners and watchers. We love you.
Bye, all.